Hi, this is Katie Weeks, your independent, close to my heart maker, and today I'm going to be sharing with you card 3 from my Stamp of the Month card kit using Frosty Days, and I'm using the little bear this time. And I'm going to ink him up in intense black ink and stamp him off. I want to do this first, that way the ink can set for a little bit while I assemble the rest of the card. I'm using my stamping platform. That way I can stamp it 2 or 3 times to get a really nice stamped impression. Okay, next I'm going to clean this off and then start with the assembly of my. I think I would like the lighter side of the glacier to show on here, so I'm going to put my adhesive on the darker side and then adhere that to the card front. Next, I'm going to put my mix-in pattern paper down in the corner of my Versamat with a little bit of adhesive, and I'm going to bring in my T-ruler and flip it over so that the ledge gets caught on the side of my Versamat, and I'm going to adhere the little strips of paper that I have from the mix-in paper pack at half-inch intervals. With gaps of half-inch intervals. So I put the first one down so that the top of that went against the 1-inch mark, the next one against the 2-inch mark, then 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, all the way up the card. And each of those were about a half-inch wide, so it left about a half-inch gap between so that you could see the background pattern paper. And I thought this gave it a really cute look. I think this card will be good for any of your coffee loving friends. And as I'm adhering these down, just know that these card kits, there's 3 of them, and if you place a $50 order in the month of January and add on the Stamp of the Month, then I will send you this pre-cut kit. Okay, I had a little bit of adhesive on my Versamat, so I grabbed the Rub and Remove Eraser. It's wonderful. Clears the mat up right away. And then I will put this pattern paper down on the front of my card, and then I'm going to bring back in that bear, and I've pulled out a few markers. These are my Tri-Blend markers. You can see the shades that I use, but you can certainly color him any color you would like. I believe I started with the medium tone of the muted brown blend, and I went through most of it and outlined it, and then the bear, and then I tried to shade it in with the lighter shade, but I really didn't think it was dark enough, so I eventually went back in and did the medium all the way through on the bear. You can see how I outlined everything in that medium and then added it to the areas where there were extra little speckles in the stamped image, and then I went in with my lighter one, and it just still did not bring in enough color for me. When I went back in and used that medium all over the body of the bear, that really seemed to help a lot. And then I used the lightest shade for his muzzle and his belly. I ended up using I think it's True Blue blend on his hat, and I used the Coral blend for his mug, and then a darker brown is what I used on his nose and also on the paws of his feet, or 1 foot. And then I think I went in with the lightest shade of fair skin to put on his cheeks. But just play around and see what you like. You can always go back, and I did add some darker shading in on those spots, but just kind of play and experiment. You could also color yours in with watercolor, with your stamp pads and water, and make a watercolor. You could go in and do it with your colored pencils or you could do watercolor pencils with it. You can use whatever medium you would like. Oh, the dark brown also was for the coffee. And you will have this little stamped image for the inside of the card. Today's good mood is brought to you by coffee. I thought that was really cute. It was from a recent stamp set we had. So that will be pre-stamped for you in the kit as well. And then you'll have one more piece remaining, and you can add that underneath your little sentiment. I did use foam tape to pop up the bear and give it some dimension on the front of the card as well. And then you're going to find that you have 3 little white acrylic flowers in your envelope, and those are for you to decorate on the front of the card as well, or however you see fit. I use some micro dots to hold them on. I think those seem to hold the acrylic shapes on the front of the cards the best. So I hope you've enjoyed this card. If you are one of my subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell for all of the notifications. And if you've enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up and leave a sweet comment. I hope you'd like this final look at the cute little card. This is card 3. There are 2 previous videos that have the other 2 cards if you'd like to go back on my channel and find those as well. Have a great day.